Well, hello and welcome back, and thanks for coming back. Where are we? Kennedy Square. That's where we are. We're on the cusp of the old town in Paphos. On the left-hand side, we've got the former police station, which turned out to be an old relic of a building, so they've kept it. But they've put in some nice fountains, nice pavements, and lots of concrete bollards, unfortunately, to stop us parking on the pavement. What's going on? I don't know. They're trying to bring legalities into Paphos. It's not going to work, you know, because all that's going to happen is we're going to jack our suspension up or buy these high-rising, well, what lift kits they're called, aren't they? And we'll put them onto our Mercedes S-classes so that we can transcend over the cones, and then, of course, we can park back on the pavements again. Simple ideas. There we go. They came up with the idea of speed bumps, didn't they? And then people just moved to four-wheel drives. There you go. There's always a solution to every single problem. Anyway, we're on Kennedy Square. As you can see, it's pretty quiet. We're in a national shutdown. Everyone's on holiday. Everyone's gone to the beach. That girl's going to the beach. Towel hanging out the bag. She's getting ready on a mobile phone, and she's choosing which is the best beach in the world. Well, there's one or two in Paphos, isn't there? Let's think. You've got Rikos Beach. You've got Lara Beach. You've got Coralia Beach. You've got Coral Bay Beach. You've got, oh my God, the list goes on and on. There's lots of beaches to go to in Paphos. If you come for a fortnight, I'm pretty sure you can do a different beach every day. There we go. Where are we now? Well, this is where the big diggering's been going on. This road is finally open, and the road to the right is open as well. And I came down that the other day especially for you. So at last, the chaos in central Paphos is over, but I've no doubt after the bank holiday is over, they'll go and dig up another road just to upset us that little bit more. If you want some sunglasses or some, well, reading glasses or that kind of thing, George's Optical is over there. He's waiting especially for you, but not today because he's gone to the beach. What's down this road now? Superior Real Estate. If you want to buy some property in Cyprus, they could be the people to go and see, but not today because they're down by the beach. And if you want to buy a cigar or two, well, coming up at the crossroads is the Havana Specialist Cigar Shop. So if you want to do some really, really good Romeo and Juliet, that's the place to go. Go in there, have a word with Miss Andrea, not Miss Andrea of Mr. Martin the Peacock fame, no, but there it is, Hannibus on the left hand side. Go in and see Miss Andrea, tell her your requirements, and she'll sell you a massively overpriced cigar, that's for sure. She'll say, no, that one at €6 is not a very good cigar. They start at about €5.50. To be honest, you should be buying this cigar at around about 12. And then I went in there the other day and said I wanted a special cigar for my friend who owns the Pelican restaurant, Mr. Andros. And she said, oh, yes, I know him very well. I said, well, of course you do. He's a very, very big cigar smoker, and he's actually the president of the Cigar Club of Paphos. So if you like a cigar, well, there you go. You're going to know him, aren't you? So I said, what would be a nice cigar for my mate? And she said, this one over here. And I said, lovely, I'll have that one. It looks similar to what he normally smokes. Nice long cigar, great circumference. And we took it to till. I bought 4 or 5 as well for myself. And then she gave me the bill, and that cigar was €38. My goodness. I mean, I knew Andros was a wealthy man, but surely €38 a pop if he's smoking 2 or 3 days. Hold on, he is a very wealthy man, so probably doesn't bother him. Anyway, I digress. She sells some great cigars. Andrea's a star. If you want some information and if you want a cigar, that's the girl to go and see. Where are we now? This is the Paphos Mall roundabout. So that means that just over there on the right hand side is the Paphos Mall. Yes, and we're going to go straight. And if you're following the channel, you know where we're going. Where are we going? I'll keep it a secret for those who don't know where we're going. That's the Paphos Skywalk. That's that, well, artificially aged to make it look rustic structure that allows you to walk up in the clouds. Well, it doesn't actually allow you to walk up in the clouds, to be honest. No. I was talking to a chap the other night, Mr. Lee, got his beauty with him. Oh, yeah. All the way from downtown Wales, by the way. Miss Vicky, yes. Greatest restaurant manageress in the world. And they went on the Skywalk, and he said, to be honest, it was a bit Sherlock Holmes. And to be honest, it is. But it's something to go and have a look at. And it's free of charge. You get a different view, different perspectives of the world. And guess what? Rumour has it that perhaps next year or the year after, Gumbaru #1, the greatest mayor in the world, that's Vodonis, he's planning on a plan and hatching a plan to put turnstiles up here, there and everywhere and charge you a couple of bob to go around it. So, at least if you've gone and done it now, even if it is Sherlock Holmes, well, you did it for free, shall we say. Now, I'll let you into a little secret. This is the road where if you want to buy a property, you've got more property sellers than anywhere else in the world. But if you do buy a property, or you are considering to buy a property, make sure that you get a very, very independent lawyer. Understand what I'm saying? Panamaish, they would say in Russian, which means understand. Because otherwise, you could find yourself not living in the dream property that you thought you might be living in. And you might find out that you don't know nothing that you gave all your money for. So be very, very careful. Use the same common sense that you would use in the UK. Go and use a very, very good independent solicitor or a solicitor lawyer that you know. Simple, isn't it? Very, very simple. Look at that. Downtown Kato Paphos Harbour is a coming. There's Miss Marika on the electric trike. If you want to rent one of those, that's the head office there on the left hand side. They're also scattered around in most kiosks along the hotel road. You can also find them on the internet, kdbscooters.com, and of course they will deliver it straight to your hotel or your apartment complex and well, take a little bit of chump change off you, shall we say. Kato Paphos Harbour, by the way, is finished. If you're curious to know, all the paving has been done, all the little tweaks have been done, and it's looking spectacular. It really, really is. Everyone who's come, everyone we've sat with and chatted has said to us, oh my God, it's absolutely perfect. And it really, really is. It's certainly been worth the wait. And if you've not been here since last year, oh my goodness, you are in for a treat. Kato Paphos Harbour at its very, very best indeed. Lots of people walking around having a great, great time. We apologise for the dust in the air again at the moment. There's a bit of a dust storm coming in from the Sahara, and of course that creates this bit of greyness. But one thing's for sure, the blue of the blue Mediterranean Sea is shining through. It really is a great, great place to come. Whether you come in for a weekend, if you're coming from perhaps, say, I don't know, Tel Aviv in Israel, perhaps you come in further afield for a week from downtown Krakow in Poland, if your name's Miss Anna, my superstar, the greatest lawyer in the world, or if you're coming from the UK, perhaps a couple of weeks. It's not that far to come, and you're going to get a great, great time when you're here. And most of the inconveniences that were in and around Paphos Harbour Promenade area are now over. Like this road over here, it was closed and it was preventing our superstar Miss Deborah Rourke from getting to her complex over here, which of course is the Basilica Resort. And as you can see now, the road's open. The pavements are not quite finished, but they are almost passable. Give us another week and I promise you this area around here will be beautiful. Anyone coming here is going to have a great, great time indeed. And well, you won't be falling over and breaking any legs. But even if you do, luckily, of course, you've got two. So there you go. You know, Miss Tracy, all the way over in Warrington, she's done something to one of her legs, but luckily she's got two, so she's all right. And she's got a great man in her life, J Mac, Justin, and of course, he's having to look after her for a change, because normally she has to look after him, because he's a little bit of a big baby. Anyway, we'll see you soon, Justin, JC. Don't forget to give us that flight number, and I'll pick you up in the airport and transport you to the, well, Tracy's going to the Sofiana, because that's a great, great hotel. And Justin decides he wants to go to the Cyprus Bay. He has an affinity with the Cyprus Bay, and he loves it very, very much. Great hotel, and that's where we're going to drop him off. So she's going to have 2 weeks of absolute bliss in the Sofiana, and he's going to have 2 weeks of absolute hell in the Cyprus Bay. Anyway, sorry about that, Justin. Hopefully your car's been fixed. Hopefully your driveway looks lovely. And a big shout out to the superstar, Miss Sophie. Yes, she's a little beauty. And of course, our mate JJ. Hopefully they're having a great, great time indeed. Now, for this, we're about to join Bar Street. If your name's Cock Sparrow, well, there you go, Mr. Craig. That's where you're going to be dining with Miss Lisa very, very soon, because you're coming back to Paphos in September to check it out yet again. and the man's thinking about coming and spending a couple of years in Paphos. I tell you what, you'll come for a couple of years and you'll stay for the rest of your life. Sally Briars, there's your bar. Flyers Bar is waiting especially for you. And I think Matt, well, that's the Matt Dyers, that's the man. He's going to pop a ring on your finger very, very soon. And I'm looking forward to seeing Paul and Jill dancing the night away there with you in that loud music, and we're going to come and film it and have a laugh or two. This is Bar Street at its worst because it's at the daytime. But if you notice to the right hand side, they've started to board up around these buildings that we've been telling you for months are going to be recommissioned and brought back to life. Many people have disagreed with us, many people have told us we're wrong, but of course we're right, because I do have the ear of a man who just happens to be in charge of Paphos, and his name is Fedonis, and he just happens to be the mayor. So most things in Paphos he happens to know about. So now and again we have a little chat. He is a great man, by the way, and he's a great vision for Paphos. It's just that people don't understand the vision because, of course, it hasn't come to fruition yet. But when it comes, oh my goodness, we're going to be one of the best resorts in the world, and that's without question. If you want to pop into the Nest, perhaps if your name is Baron John and Baroness Louise, who likes that little bit of cheese, although normally they only give you peanuts in there, well, you can go and sit there and drink a gentleman's sour or two, or as we call it, a Nigel Big Guns. I'm going to say thanks for watching, and of course if you do like what you see, all you have to do is hit that like, click that subscribe, and perhaps come back for a little bit more of our madness. And while you're at it, why not go through to our About page where you could consider to buy us a coffee or two. Let's let these people go. Doesn't cost us a penny, does it? Let's let them have a great day. It would have been nice to have a thank you, but you know, this is Cyprus and the world is, wow, it's a strange place, isn't it? It is a very, very strange place. It's like I say, there's all these unhappy people in the world, and unfortunately they don't really have that much problems, but they seem to make their problems huge. I'm a happy chappy, I smile a lot. Unfortunately, one or two people who like to watch us are not quite so happy. Well, accept my condolences, that's your problem, not mine. Now, here we are, we're doing another round because, as you may have noticed, there's a lot of one-way streeting going on. So we're going to go this way, down this one-way street the wrong way, because of course, like I've told you, I know the mayor and I can do pretty much whatever I want. So I'm going to go this way because that's the way I want to go. There you go, Mr. Neil, Sir Neil, Lady Ali, especially for you. If you want to drive down a one-way street in Paphos, as long as you're only going one way, it doesn't really matter. Otherwise, we have to go back into all the gridlock. We don't want to be doing that. Thanks for watching Alexander's Pub. Oh my goodness. I'm sure that that could be a pub that a man called Matt Dyers likes. Or was that another pub somewhere else around here? I'm trying to think. I'm sure he'll drop it in the comments. But he does like real ale. So somewhere around here is a real ale pub. Yes. One of these days, we'll hunt it down. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again very, very soon on the little channel known as Marika.